Hey guys, how is it going? My name is Fedor, and on my left, this beautiful, smart, emotionally intelligent, curly hair, makeup on, did everything perfectly. Your name is
Victoria.
Today we're gonna talk about long distance relationship. We've been through it twice. First time just in the beginning of dating for summer, 3 months. Second time for a semester, for 6 months, for half a year. Victoria went to London to study abroad. And we're gonna talk about that, give you guys some advice for those who are in long distance relationship and just talk about our story.
Yeah.
First we're gonna talk about
how we felt.
how it felt,
Yeah.
how it felt for both of us. I already talked a lot. You go ahead and start.
Okay. So how I felt during the long distance relationship, it was very, very hard. A lot of lonely nights. It was just hard because I was just used to his company, and then I was thrown into making new friends, getting to know new people, and it just really challenged me. It really challenged our relationship.
I agree.
For the better, because I feel like it made us stronger. How I felt, we had good times and bad times. I feel like we got to know each other more through the phone. If that's kind of weird, I don't know. Because we were forced to talk. You know, you get used to somebody's presence when you're with them. So when we would talk about just everything and just sit there and just talk for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool, and we just had fun. We just made the best of the 6 months of not being together, and it just made me just love Fezia even more.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Just to add to your point before I move on to mine.
Okay.
It actually let's just go to my point.
Okay.
And just kind of piggyback off yours. So how it felt for me? For me, it was a great half a year for myself, honestly, because I had more time spent like on my own stuff. I had an opportunity to focus on me more, which was good on one hand. But of course, on the other hand, I would just I just wish that Victoria was there with me. Of course, I might have had less time to myself, but it's a great thing to be together.
Yeah.
But when we were separated, to me, how I felt about that being with each other. First of all, neither of us really felt like we should be jealous about anything. We trusted each other going into that. So to me, I wasn't really concerned about her loyalty to me or anything of that nature. I was more concerned of her being okay there, of her finding her place there. And how it felt for me, of course, like every time we would FaceTime, I just wish she was there with me and not over the phone. Because I wanted to give her a hug, give her a kiss, whatever, just cuddle together. This is just like things that, oh, I wish it happened. Oh my gosh, I wish it happened. And I was like counting down the days and the months until we meet each other. But the first like 3 months flew by like this because we knew it was going to be a long time. But then as it got to like the fifth month in, the days were so long.
Yeah, they were so long. It was so hard.
Yeah, at the end is the hardest.
Yeah.
So let me just. I think I want to add something to your point. You said something real good.
It's okay. I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll come back. So basically, we would just say trust each other.
Yeah.
Have fun. Enjoy your time there. And just keep.
I remember.
Oh, go ahead.
So she said about the challenge and how it changed us for the better. It's a great challenge to test your love to each other. Because really, if you're into the emotional stuff or the physical stuff, then the long distance is not going to work out.
Yeah.
Because the only drive in the couple is the physicality, the passion for each other, but not necessarily you caring for the other person. But I think me and Victoria, we cared a lot about each other. That's why it worked out. We were not into each other only for the physical, emotional.
Yeah.
But we're more so
mentally
into personal, into each other's character and personality. So that's why I think it was a great challenge for us. We really passed it with, how do I say, flying colors?
Flying colors, boo-boo.
With the flying colors, and we really tested our love, and it just makes us appreciate days like this when we are together even more. and now we just cannot really think about going into like being separate again for like months.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a torture.
Yeah.
But it was a great experience, to be honest.
It
Thinking
was.
about it now, we grew a lot.
Like during the time, it was a bad experience. Not bad, but a difficult experience.
Yeah.
But now it's like we've seen how far we've grown. So it's just like, wow, that was a great experience.
Yeah, right now we can say that it was a great challenge that really made us improve upon each other.
Yes. What else you want to talk about, babe?
Let's talk about like what we would recommend to people who are in a long distance relationship.
Oh.
What would you say? Do this, don't do this, kind of.
Okay.
Do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts. The do's is to surround yourself around the right people, especially if you're going to a new place, because I found that was kind of hard for me because I didn't know a lot of people, so I was just trying to be friends, like, hey, how's it going? But I've noticed I was in the wrong place sometimes at the wrong time. Sometimes guys hitting on me, creepy guys trying to touch me. Yeah, like going to clubs. And it's just like you don't need that temptation if you're trying to succeed in your relationship with your person that's across the world. So I would just say just be mindful and watch who you hang around, because it's kind of like a little thing, but it's very important, because you could slip up and do something that you don't want to do.
Yeah. I want to add to that actually.
Yeah.
Because since you don't have your support, your main support, which is your significant other, you should find somebody who really understands you and really will support you during that time. It might be your parents, I don't know, just talk to your parents more, because you need that support that you are missing. Over the phone it's not the same, but find somebody, it's either your friend who you can really trust, and spend more time with them. Now my point about that is be mindful that the other person is feeling the same thing that you are feeling. If you miss your significant other, know that they miss you too. And sometimes it might not seem that way, because maybe they said something that was really mean, but they said that because they miss you and you don't show the same signs to them that you miss them as well. So just keep in mind that I would get mad at Victoria when she would not call me, because I miss her a lot and I think that she doesn't miss me, so I get mad. But then at the same time, I know that she misses me. It might be something else that's going on during that day. Maybe her phone died. Just little things like that. Just keep in mind that the other person is feeling the same thing that you are feeling, and it's gonna reduce the amount of arguments over the phone by like 80%.
Yeah, yeah, that's very, very true.
Do you have anything else to say?
We already talked about trust. Of course, that's a loyalty. That's very, very important. And lastly, I would say to communicate effectively. Basically what you're saying, but just to elaborate, communication is key. If you can't, so we had talking times. Hey, we're gonna talk this day at this time. So if one of us missed it, all you have to do was communicate. Hey, I'm not gonna be there to talk to you at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna call you in about 2 hours. But sometimes we would mess up and just not say anything, and that's what leads to arguments. That's what leads to craziness and jealousy. So just to avoid that, just communicate. Hey, I'm doing this. I'll talk to you at this time, and just to know that you guys love each other, and you'll see each other soon. And it's just an obstacle to get through. That's what I would say.
Yeah, my last point is, regardless of how long your separation is for, it's gonna end sometime, right? If it's half a year, each day forward, it's getting closer and closer and closer to the midday. That's what you're gonna, look forward to.
Yeah.
And with every day, it's getting less and less and less time until you meet each other. So be positive about that, and just be positive overall. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Do you want to say anything else?
That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed our long distance video. Please put any questions or comments you may have for us, and just let us know what you want to see in the next video.
Yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have found some inspiration or maybe good advice in this video, that you really took something from this. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Пока-пока!